Is the idea of natural submission in a relationship something you've ever really thought about? We're often told that a strong, independent person doesn't need anyone, right? But what if I told you that there are certain qualities, deep-rooted things, that can create a connection so powerful that it feels like a person is drawn to you? A woman is drawn to a man in a way that feels almost effortless and deeply secure. It's not about being weak or giving up control. It's about a different kind of strength. The strength to trust, to feel safe, and to truly let someone lead. What if the traits that make a man real aren't about dominance or force, but about something far more subtle and profound? What if it's about making a woman feel seen, heard, and protected in a world that can often feel chaotic? Think about it. We all crave a sense of security, but for women, that often takes a specific form. It's not just about a man who can pay the bills or fix a flat tire. It's about a man who can be a rock in a storm. A man who, when the world is crumbling, stands firm. Have you ever been around someone who just radiates a sense of calm authority, not because they're loud or bossy, but because they are so grounded in who they are? That's the first trait. A real man is a man of principle. He knows his values, he stands by them, and he doesn't waver. He's not swayed by popular opinion or the latest trend. This isn't about being stubborn. It's about having a moral compass that points true north. When a woman sees this, she knows she can trust him. She knows he won't lead them down a path that goes against what's right. This creates a deep sense of security. It's not about him telling her what to do, but her knowing that he will do the right thing, no matter what. And when you know that, it's easier to follow, isn't it? Now let's talk about something that might seem simple, but is incredibly powerful. Consistency. Think about your life. How much of it is unpredictable and full of uncertainty? We live in a fast-paced world where things change on a dime. Now imagine a man who is the opposite of that. He says he'll call at 8, and he calls at 8. He says he'll be there for you, and he is. He's not hot and cold. He doesn't act one way on Monday and another on Friday. This isn't about being boring. It's about being reliable. It's about a woman being able to relax and not constantly wonder where she stands. When you know you can count on someone, your guard comes down. That sense of safety allows a different kind of intimacy to grow. It's the difference between walking on eggshells and walking on solid ground. And when a woman feels that solid ground beneath her, she can let go of the need to control everything and just be. This leads us to a trait that many people misunderstand: decisiveness. I'm not talking about making all the decisions for her. I'm talking about a man who knows what he wants and isn't afraid to take action. Have you ever been in a situation where no one can decide what to do? It's frustrating, right? Now imagine a man who says, "Let's go to this restaurant," or "This is the plan." This doesn't mean he ignores her input. A real man listens to her ideas and values her opinion. But once a direction is decided, he takes the lead. This relieves a lot of mental burden. It allows a woman to feel like she can trust his judgment and that the ship they're on has a captain. When a woman feels like she doesn't have to carry the weight of every single choice, it creates a sense of ease and a natural inclination to follow his lead. Let's dive into something a bit deeper. Do you think a man who is constantly looking for approval from others is a good leader? Of course not. A real man doesn't need the world to validate him. He finds his sense of worth from within. This is the trait of self-respect and confidence. This isn't arrogance. Arrogance is a mask for insecurity. Confidence is a quiet knowing. A woman is drawn to a man who is comfortable in his own skin, who isn't intimidated by her success or her strength. He celebrates her victories and doesn't see them as a threat. When a man respects himself, he naturally commands the respect of others. A woman feels proud to be by his side because she knows he's not with her to prop himself up. He's with her because he genuinely wants to be. His confidence makes her feel more confident, and his self-respect makes her feel more respected. Have you ever been around someone who listens to you? Not just with their ears, but with their whole body? Who gives you their full, undivided attention? That's the next powerful trait: deep listening. This goes beyond hearing the words. It's about understanding the feeling behind them. A real man listens to her fears, her dreams, and her worries. He remembers the small details. He notices when she's had a bad day, even if she doesn't say anything. This kind of attention is rare and precious. It makes a woman feel truly seen and understood. When a woman feels this level of connection, the walls she's built up over her life start to come down. She feels safe enough to be vulnerable, and in that vulnerability, a deeper connection forms. She doesn't have to fight to be heard, and that simple act of listening is a powerful form of respect and care. Now let's talk about something that might sound old-fashioned but is still incredibly important: protection. This isn't just about physical protection, although that's part of it. It's also about protecting her heart, her reputation, and her peace of mind. A real man won't let others speak ill of her. He will stand up for her. He will create a safe space where she doesn't have to constantly be on guard. Think about it. In a world full of criticism and judgment, a man who is a fortress for your spirit is a powerful thing. When a woman feels protected, she can let go of the need to be tough all the time. She can be soft. She can be feminine. And in that softness, a natural desire to lean into his strength emerges. This leads us to the next point, which is often a source of confusion: emotional stability. It's a myth that real men don't have feelings. They do, but a real man knows how to manage them. He doesn't let his emotions control him or lash out in anger. He can be the calm in the middle of her storm. Have you ever had someone freak out when you were already upset? It only makes things worse, right? A real man is the opposite. When she's feeling emotional, he can stay grounded. He doesn't get swept up in her emotions, but holds space for them. This creates a foundation of trust. She knows that she can come to him with her feelings and he won't be overwhelmed by them. This kind of emotional safety allows her to be her authentic self, without fear of being judged or rejected. And finally, let's talk about something that truly separates a boy from a man: accountability and responsibility. A real man doesn't blame others for his problems. He takes ownership of his actions, his words, and his life. He says, "My bad, I messed up," and he means it. He's a man of his word. This creates trust. A woman knows that if he makes a mistake, he will own it and try to fix it. He is a man who can be relied upon, not just for the good times, but for the hard times too. This sense of responsibility extends to his life, his career, and his relationships. When a woman sees a man who is building something, who is taking responsibility for his own life, she sees a man she can build a future with. It's a deep, instinctive recognition of a partner who is worthy of her trust and her life. So, when you put it all together, what do you see? You see a man who isn't just strong on the outside, but strong on the inside. A man who provides not just for her needs, but for her deepest desires. The desire for security, for respect, for safety, and for a deep, true connection. It's not about being a tough guy or a tyrant. It's about being a man of integrity, consistency, and kindness. It's about being a leader, not a boss. When a man embodies these traits, the woman by his side doesn't feel like she's submitting. She feels like she's leaning into a partnership where she is truly seen, respected, and cherished. She feels safe to be herself, and in that safety, her love and respect for him grow, creating a bond that is powerful and lasting.